We decided to bring Georgie ashore after being on the boat for 2 weeks. And I think she's, other than not really loving getting on the dinghy, she's like being on land again. Oh my gosh, there's grass to eat.
She got off the dinghy dock and just started rolling around on the ground like she was kissing the ground. Oh, it's been so long.
Oh, look at that, our pretty, pretty boat in the background. Oh, good girl. Oh, somebody loves the sand.
Biggest litter box ever.
Doesn't it smell fishy down here, Georgie?
I know, we thought you would love this.
Not fishy enough for you.
Just like there's nothing to stock here.
Yeah. You having a good time, Georgie? Yeah.
The Georgie is on the prowl.
So yesterday I ended up cleaning half the hull with just regular snorkel, just to give it a try. It's been a long time since I've had to do that. Today I wanted to give our hookah setup a try. A few months ago we were contacted by one of our viewers that owns a company called Sea Breathe that makes hookah systems. It's something that we wanted to get. It was unfortunately way out of our budget at that point, but they were kind enough to give us one. So now we're going to give it a try. We'll try on that half of hull that I haven't cleaned, just to compare the two. I've used a hookah system in the past in U.S. Virgin Islands. Absolutely loved having it. Again, it was something that we wanted to get. This one's a 12-volt system, so it's actually going to work really well for us. We can run it off of a separate battery that we have. We ended up getting an Optima blue top deep cycle battery to run this. So when we want to, we can throw it in the dinghy. It's nice and lightweight. Toss it in the dinghy, bring it with us with the battery attached, bring it to a dive site, drop it in, and ready to go. So real simple system. Pops open, 12-volt pump. And here we have all of the hose. In this, one of the cool things I think is the fact the reservoir is inflatable tube made basically with the same stuff that your dinghy's made of. Nicely stitched across, just a great setup. So you put this in the water. So instead of having to have the bulk of a hard tank, you actually have this reservoir system that floats with you. So you can use it as a resting pad, something like that. Just seemed like a great idea. Again, we're going to try it for the first time today, so we'll see exactly how it is. But all the hose, and then the belt right here attaches with the final regulator. One of the things is we did forget to bring weight belt with us. Wasn't really on our mind as we were packing up and cleaning up the van. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have some buoyancy issues. I was looking around for something to attach to me. Everything's either too heavy or too light. So I'll be bouncing more towards the surface, but just for cleaning the hull, that'll be fine. I'll be able to work with the fins and get down lower.
So time to get rid of some of the Indiantown funk from the bottom of the boat that the fish and stuff haven't eaten off yet.
All right, you ready for me to turn it on?
I'm ready for you to turn it on, please.
All
and give me my rag. Luckily, right now it's just a slime that's built on the bottom of the boat, so I don't have to use the brush, the scrub brush. Actually, just a nice rub down with the just a cloth is more than enough to get rid of it. And hopefully not too much of our bottom paint.
Here's your cloth. Turn this on.
Well, worked as planned. Anyone that's actually used a Hookah system or scuba knows what it's like to actually breathe underwater. It's an amazing feeling. Very efficient compared to last time. Up and down, trying to get air with using just regular snorkel. This, I could stay down as long as I needed to clean everything. Review of the bottom paint so far isn't the greatest. Hopefully that slime, now that it's gone, it was kind of a freshwater slime, so a little bit different once you get into seawater. So we'll see how that goes from this point forward, but was able to knock the majority of it off. But yeah, this made all the difference in the world, being able to sit there as long as needed. Ran a rope down. As you can see, the current's pretty swift right now.
So yeah, I wasn't allowed to get in the water.
No, Jess wasn't allowed to get in the water to film. I just didn't feel comfortable having both of us down there because I was using my tow rope. Had a line ran down, so I was grabbing on that, and that's what I was holding to. Her on there would make it a little bit more difficult, so it was just one of us at the time. She was ready, though, in case anything happened, to dive in. She was my dive buddy. But just, yeah, worked extremely well. Very happy so far. But that was at max depth of 3.5 feet is what our draft is with the board down, or with the board up. So once we actually get out to a reef and can use it the way it's more intended at 20 plus feet, then we'll do a better review at that point.
Then we'll have weight belts too.
We'll have our weight belts with us, so I'm not bobbing up to the surface every couple of seconds and having to actually fight with that. But yeah, very happy, very excited about using it more.
Tonight we're going to celebrate my birthday in downtown Palm Beach. We met this really nice couple last week, David and Christy. They're followers of our channel and they live right in this West Palm Beach area, so they've motored over to us a few times to say hi and have just been really helpful, letting us use their vehicle to get a belt for the engine. Pretty much anything we need, they're always there. So when they stopped by tonight and asked to take us out, of course we couldn't say no, so we're about to head to the original Rocco's Tacos in West Palm Beach downtown area. We've heard it's really fancy, we've never been there, so we are looking forward to going out and having a really good time with them tonight. After enjoying ourselves at Rocco's Tacos with some freshly made guacamole and a caipirinha, I was surprised by the waitstaff with a shot of tequila for my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. We'll be here for an hour.
Making a few new friends at the bar and spending a night on the town, I couldn't imagine a better way to spend my birthday. We've really been enjoying ourselves here at Peanut Island. Ever since we got our anchor down last week, we spent that first day hanging out and then went sailing. And after that, we really haven't found much of a reason to leave, just because it is such a little perfect slice of paradise here with great views, great people watching, really nice breezes that we weren't finding necessarily in some of our other anchorages. But what was great about yesterday is, although we had a depression hanging over us for a few days, which meant that we didn't want to go out for any more sails because of storms that would just kind of pop up, and being as unfamiliar with the boat sailing as we are, we didn't want to take any chances, so we just kind of hang out. But yesterday it finally cleared up enough that we could go snorkeling here, which we kept hearing so many great things about, and based on the dive boats that come in every day, I think a lot of the locals and people that come into town enjoy it too. So yesterday at slack tide, when the currents had calmed down a bit, we gathered up all of our snorkel gear and dinghied into shore. They've got some nice like sets of boulders that they've set up for fish to come in. And it was also a really good chance to use our brand new action underwater camera from 6 Mega that we just got. which is really cool about this one. It's 4K and it also has the back screen. I've only borrowed ones from friends before, and you kind of always just guess where you're shooting or hitting, so this was really nice to bring and actually see what we're getting. So we were able to get in, and the water was nice and refreshing and cool, which I had been searching for so long, but after it all comes in from the Atlantic, definitely cooler than we had in some of the other places. And it was a really great spot to watch fish. There's not a lot of coral growing there, but there have been a lot of fish in different species. I don't know what they're all called, but there were a few. I'm gonna say the white ones with the black dots on the tail, there's a lot of those. The black and blue ones and the yellow ones. And we did find a nurse shark nestled under some rocks. Just a really great excuse to get ourselves off the boat, go do some exploring, get ourselves in the water, and just kind of hang around. The clarity wasn't as good as it was the first time we just kind of jumped in the water here before, but hopefully we still were able to get some decent footage. And it's just kind of a shame that we weren't able to stay here longer, because I think if we had the opportunity, we'd probably be out there snorkeling every day. She just sitting here? Or is she going to the bathroom?
I don't know. She's just sitting.
Okay. There we go. Oh, you got me.